Game Jam, the biggest horror game jam in the history of video games. As you probably know, I'm a big fan of Faith, the Unholy Trinity, and I even tried to make something similar for a game jam. Well, let's try to do another Faith-inspired game. I quickly searched for a good CRT shader on GodotShaders.com, then started to work. So this is how the main menu looks. I wanted to go full Atari style for this one. The shader doesn't look good, but we'll fix that in a minute. I just had to figure out all the settings. I quickly threw together this dialogue system. The game is open source, by the way. You can check it out on GitHub. Link is in the description. So, as I said before, the shader didn't look good. Of course, that's not an easy thing to fix. Shaders are really complex. You can't just flip a switch and hope it will fix everything. Anyway, I flipped a switch and it fixed everything. Now it looks great. It feels like I'm playing it on a CRT. Did you know that I'm working on a 3D Fears to Fathom-like horror game? Wishlist the game on Steam. For the dialogues, I'll use Better Sam. Sam was an old text-to-speech program made in the 80s for the Commodore 64. This is a JavaScript implementation. So I modified my dialogue manager script to use this audio lines, which was actually a pretty simple change. I use a dictionary where I use the dialogue's index as a key and the audio file as a value. So if the dialogue is at index 2, it plays the audio which is paired with the key 2. In the editor, I can just drag and drop the files like this. Makes it really easy to add dialogues with voice lines. After that, I made this transition system, which basically just loads the next scene on another thread. Then when the time is right, which is when the whole screen is black, it frees the previous scene and instantiates the new one. Here is the whole script. And here's the animation. It's basically just a black rectangle moving down. I had to look through a few Atari games to see how they look, but it was mostly pointless as these videos didn't show it through a CRT monitor, so it looked completely different back then with a CRT. Anyway, I made a player character. I think he turned out quite decent actually. So our first task is to collect 15 apples. The character is not Usain Bolt. I just made him faster during development because it was boring to go through this part every time I wanted to test something. After that, we find out that the character has drinking problems, and he hallucinates a big, talking carrot. Happens to the best of us.
Get out of my head.
As we can see, our character is a bit crazy, and we get into an argument with our wife.
Why are you screaming? Oh my god, you were right again. Stop shaming me. I hate you, jealous Chris. Stop shouting and just go to bed, idiot.
Don't worry. I'm sure they can talk this through.
Stop telling me what to do, demon.
Okay, aiming a gun at your wife is a pretty big red flag, but surely they can all calm down. Well, shit. But we are on a farm and there are always things to do. It's day 2, and we have a new task. So we have to feed the pigs. We carry the food on our shoulders. Yeah, it is what you think it is. We had a teacher that once told us how to dispose a dead body. He told us to feed it to hungry pigs because, well, when pigs are hungry, well... So yeah, I won't show the ending, make sure to play the game. Oh, and I got a 3D printer, would you want a video about it? It's really cool. Finally, I can download physical things from the internet. Anyway, see you in the next video, bye!